Ayana Taylor, and today I am interviewing Christian Anaid, and I'm so happy that you're here on my channel today. Oh my gosh. I know Christian because we both were going to Central Casting to get our information updated. And so we literally just sat right beside each other, and the rest is history. I connected with her, and she's just so fun. Just her energy.
You're so fun.
Thank you.
That's why we clicked.
Exactly. I think we like clicked. We're just like, oh my god, I love this person. I gotta stay connected. So we connected via social media, and it's just crazy just staying in contact with her, just seeing all the amazing content she's putting out. Like, I'm just so inspired by you. So
I'm inspired by you.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Synergy.
Synergy. Exactly. I love that. So thank you again for being on my channel. Are you ready to jump into this interview?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So I had the first question for you, Christian. Tell me, where are you from, and how did you end up in Los Angeles?
So I am originally from Mexico, Durango to be specific.
Okay.
Everybody asks me like, where's Durango? Durango's a cartel town.
Oh.
So I kind of grew up in that environment, which was very tough.
Yeah, it was dangerous.
It was dangerous.
Oh my goodness.
It's getting better.
Yeah.
But it's like the type of town that if you kind of just have that option of going there, or it's very tough. It's very tough to grow up there, and it was good for me to be raised there because it was like in the mountains, in ranches, you know. So I grew up in a farm and all of that, but it's tough to stay there.
Okay, so you really enjoyed like this being brought up in that circumstance in the area, but it can be troublesome sometimes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was tough when you get to that age of like you can get kidnapped. You know, it got kind of scary.
Okay.
So I moved to the United States.
Okay. At what age?
At 17.
At 17. Okay.
But I've lived in Texas, Nevada, Colorado.
Oh my gosh!
And recently I moved to Los Angeles.
Okay,
Second part to your question. Because I did marketing and sales for the industry, the movie industry, for 7 years prior to starting acting. So that's how I got brought into it.
In Los Angeles doing that for 7 years?
No, I did it. I started in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Then I moved to Colorado to do that from there. And then I got brought to LA to do that because all the events were here and they wanted me to like go to the events and like be involved in that. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. So you were around the film movie industry before you even started acting. It was something that you were passionate about.
Yes.
Okay.
From a long time. I got a degree in cinematography when I was in Vegas.
Wow.
And I've been working on and off as a grip and a camera assistant.
Wow, you can do it all. You can do it
Yeah.
all. That is so inspiring.
So I've been in the industry for already 8 years.
8 years before you even started pursuing acting.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And so you said you got a degree, and where did the inspiration come from to like get behind the camera?
I've always loved it.
Okay.
Like I knew it since I was little, because when I was little I would always conduct like these plays in my hometown with my cousins and everything.
That's so cute.
So I always liked directing.
Yeah.
But then I got into photography.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it to the level of cinematography, you know, to combine that art craft of like framing and lighting and everything.
And that's so cool. And you're doing this pretty much at a younger age, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's amazing, because more times than not, like when your environment, you're exposed to stuff like that, you know your opportunities. So you knew right away, just being in your area where you were, like, oh man, I can do this, I can do this. So that is so cool. Because I wish, like, for me, I was like, man, I wish I was exposed to like the film life and like just acting when I was much younger. But like I said, everybody's journey's different. But it's different. But it's cool that you know you were doing it and you're passionate about it.
Yes.
Okay, so that actually is a beautiful segue into my next question. So you were doing film, you're behind the camera. What would you say was that one moment, that one event, that person, place, time, thing? What was that inspired you to say, I want to be an actor and I want to pursue this with passion?
I did theater since like 5 years. Okay. So it's always been in my blood.
It's always been there.
I always, through college, like I was always in theater, high school, everything.
Yeah.
Never thought of pursuing it professionally.
No.
What really clicked it was when I was 17, I started modeling professionally.
Oh,
and when I discovered, when I was like, wait, you can make money, because I was working in a restaurant, you know, I was like, from one day of modeling, I could make what I can do 1 week
of working
in a restaurant. That's when it really sparked that of like, okay. But like I said, I started pursuing the behind the camera.
Okay.
But my struggle was that I was getting discriminated for, quote unquote, people would be like, you're too pretty. Like, we can't hire you.
Too pretty for what?
To be behind the camera.
What?
It's like the excuse would be always like, you're gonna distract the crew. We don't know if you're gonna be able to carry the equipment.
Oh my goodness.
What I got in Vegas, the one thing that I got in Vegas, I'm not gonna say names, but there were a few people back in the grip world that would be like, you're not gonna make it, honey. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
You're a pretty girl. You should be in front of the camera. Like, I'm sorry. So I got that through my whole entire life.
Wow.
And still sometimes, maybe like 3 years ago, in the camera side of it, like people will be like, are you sure you don't wanna like
get in there and
be an actor? Are you sure you wanna do this?
Wow.
So I got really discouraged on that side.
Just because of your looks and just for who you are, like that is that is probably the worst thing, but that's the thing, like we live in such a society, and I would say more specifically the industry, where it's just like, oh, if you're a pretty person, like you should do this, or
they categorize you.
Yeah, they put you in these boxes, and it's just like you don't even know my range. I mean, you just look at me and make assumptions, and that's just the most frustrating thing ever. So
it's bad.
I'm sorry you had to
it's
experience
changing
that.
But it's still not quite there. It's changed probably, like for women 30, 50 years ago, it was probably harder.
Oh, absolutely.
It's definitely changing, but it's still taking time. But that was a pinpoint that pushed me of like, you know what? That's it. I'm done with you guys, and I'm gonna be in front of the camera.
Right.
Like if everybody's pushing me to do it, like then maybe it is the thing that I need to do.
Yeah, and that's the thing where you're always kind of passionate about it, because I do want to make that distinction. It was something that you were passionate about, but you would say you're more passionate about the film side initially,
professionally, and the acting for me was always like a hobby, like fun.
And then we saw the modeling, you're like, man, I'm making this much dough, doing something that's fun, that's easy, that can be a blast. It's like, you know what, why not do acting as well? So it's kind of like a combined.
I combined them,
Okay, I love that. And that's the thing, like I always like love asking that question in terms of inspiration, because it can more times than not it's a positive, like, oh, it's something that clicked for me, but it can also be like you said, where people are discriminating, and it's just something that's so frustrating. So it could be inspiration from both sides, and I thank you for sharing that, because people need to see like the other side of it. It doesn't all have to be positive. So
sometimes it's like you said, like they just push you to, you're like, I surrender.
I surrender, and it's gonna be a great story whenever you make it. Be like, you know what? Now I can do it all. Like you tell me this, I can produce, I can direct, I can do the DP. So that's really awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next question. So the next question I have for you, and I feel like you kind of answered it when it comes to your film pursuits. But what would you say is a struggle that you're experiencing as an actor right now? Some challenges you're going through that you can share with us to help, because we're all struggling, right? We're all going through something, and so what can you share with us?
Well, it's funny because we go back to that discrimination again.
It's still there.
It's still there.
Not surprised.
Because not for being a woman now, but because of being Latina. So I've encountered, when I started acting, I've always had blonde hair. Like my natural hair is almost
very
like
light.
dirty blonde, very light.
Okay.
And I had natural hair, and I would go to these auditions, and they would be like, no, we cannot cast you as a Latina. Like,
what?
But we cannot cast you as anything else because you have the accent. So it's always, I've struggled so much on it. Like I go with casting, I've gone to a couple of theatrical auditions, and one casting director pushed me to do the change, because she's like, girl, if you want to
get more work, if you want to
get work, you have to dye your hair black. Wow. You have to so I did that. And it changed, but I still get discriminated because of my accent.
So what do they think now? Do they think you're like Russian or something? What they think?
It's funny because I went to a commercial audition there. It's like, why are you here for the Latino role? You're Russian.
Oh my God!
I'm not Russian.
Wow.
So it's a struggle of like you said, like I thought that by stepping from that side to this side of the camera, that whole discrimination was gonna change. But it just changed of the way that they put you in a box. Right.
I know what you mean. Yeah, no, I totally understand what you're saying. it's crazy because you have there's the look and then there's the accent as well, and so they get confused and they're like, oh, like, but it's frustrating because it's just like you want to do what you want to do.
You just want to do.
I just want to act. I just want to be on there, and like you said, they categorize, and that can be very frustrating.
And it's bad. Like that's what the industry has to change because not just because you're Latino, you have to have dark skin and dark hair.
Yeah.
Like you know, not just because you're like European, you have to be a certain way or like it has to change.
Right.
We're just so different. Like we're all we're Americans.
Yeah.
Like we are just so different.
Yeah. No, so true. And I was just recently exposed to this, but 20 or so years ago, Vin Diesel did a small like short film called Multifacial, and I think it was really inspiring because he was struggling with like his identity because he would go in a room and people made assumptions of what he looked like or what he was capable of. So I definitely recommend you watch that Multifacial because it's on YouTube. You can just go YouTube Multifacial after you get done watching this video. But it's just really inspiring because he has this struggle where he goes back and forth, and at the end of the day, like he just has to accept who he is. And I would just inspire you to just keep making your own content because you can categorize you can put yourself however you want to, making your own work and then showing them, hey guys, I did this, and I'm great at it. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you said that, it made me think of that video because I just recently came across it through a friend, and it's just like, what do you want of me? Like, I know you're trying to put me in this box, but like, this is who I am, and you need to accept me. And I'm really. I know I'm clearly in a box. African American woman, like you clearly like.
They put you in a box.
Yeah, and there's also stereotypes too. Like there was this one guy I was doing a voiceover conference, and he was like, "Oh, do this script now. I want you to be more black or more like." And it was just like, "What are you asking me to do? You want me to be? You trying to say I need to be ghetto or what?" I was just like, it was so frustrating. It's just like.
That's disrespectful and ignorant.
Ignorance is the main thing. I was just like, you can't be serious right now. Like, you're really doing this? And it was in front of like several other people. So it was just like not only did you do this to me, but you made it a stereotype that's generalized. Like, oh, like it's common for you to do something like this. So
that's so wrong.
I totally understand and relate with you on that because that is something in this industry that definitely needs to change.
It needs to change.
And so that's why we have to empower ourselves and make our own content and make our own stuff to show them like, hey, like you're putting me in a box, but my box has so many different colors and so many different shades and sides. And so
it's true. It's funny that you say that because I had a meeting with a manager at the beginning of this year. Yeah. And for me, I thought I was like, this is it.
Yeah, this is it. I made it, right?
But he told me, he wanted to sign me, but he told me, you're never gonna go for the important roles. You're never gonna have roles of power. You're never gonna be somebody's sister. You're never gonna be somebody's daughter. If you get lucky, you're gonna get casted as a help, or as the secretary that they fall in love with.
Oh my God.
Like like the hot secretary that the boss might have sex with. And I remember him telling me that, and I'm like, are you like? I didn't say anything to him, but I was like, serious?
You can't be my manager. Wow. You can't be serious.
No. And it's like, and it's sad that agencies and managers still have that mentality. And it's like, how do you want to be? You know how the industry says like, oh, we're being so much more open,
more diverse,
diversity,
inclusion.
And then.
That is scary when you have managers and agents, people who are representing you, say that. Yeah. And honestly, like, I'm so glad he said that. I'm so glad people are feeling confident enough to say that because it makes that choice easier for us who we decide to work with.
Correct.
Work under. Because had he not said that, you were like, let's go, let's do this.
I would have signed with him.
Do you know all the roles that you've been casted for? Nothing of value or nothing that has depth to
me.
Who you are as a
exactly.
person. So honestly, like, keep being bold and show your true colors because you're making it easy for us to decide who the team we want, because you want to have a strong team. You want people who are going to support you and say you are the rock star, you are the lead, you are the person that everyone surrounds themselves around. Like, you're not the help. Oh, like when you said the help, I was like,
my God.
Please.
That made me so mad. But it's like you said, it helped.
Yeah.
Because that moment, I started creating my own content.
Did you?
And I just started pushing on that, like you said, I was like, I'm not gonna be this person.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this and this and this, and I just started creating my own reels. Right. I started creating my own Instagram clips, and it's like, If somebody tells you something, don't perform. Prove them wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
And see, and that's the thing. Here we are yet again talking about something that was so traumatic and just terrible, but you're using that as fuel. Like
fuel.
She used that as she didn't say, okay, okay, I'll accept your offer. I'll just do the help. No, that's not your glass ceiling. Like you can go further than that. Like your worth, knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing your capability is half the battle. If he said that to her and she was like, you know what, you're right. I should sign. That would be it. That would be it. So you have to know for yourself what you bring to the table. If you don't know yet, start doing the research. Start understanding. Okay, what roles would I want to play? Where can I see myself doing? And start creating your own content. I can't even emphasize that enough. I'm saying that to you right now, but I'm saying that to myself. I need to make my own content. I need to be doing this. So it's like, let's go.
Yes.
Let's go. Yeah. But thank you so much for sharing that, because that's a huge struggle that I know other people can seriously relate to that. Yeah. So thank you. And you've also gave some great advice within that struggle, but I also want to, like I said, keep empowering people, providing help and tips that they can use to move forward with their careers. So what would you say is some more advice that you can share with other actors, other people who are pursuing their dreams and, just need that encouragement to keep moving forward?
Well, for the one tip that has helped me personally, like to really make a big advancement, network. Oh, I cannot stress that enough.
Yes.
That is 90% of the success in this industry.
Wow. She said 90.
90. I work, as you know, as a casting assistant.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've been casting already for a whole year.
Right.
And I'm in the room a lot of the times where I see, just as an example, I see you in the room and you're so talented. Yeah. But I'm gonna see, I don't know, Michaela there. Yeah. And she has a good relationship with the director. But she's a terrible actor. Guess who's gonna get the role?
Michaela.
It always happens.
Dang.
Sometimes the client overrides the director's decision. But most of the times, the director has a lot of say. Yeah. Or even the casting director.
Of influence.
Very much influence. So network. Wow. Network.
People. Network.
Like I'm telling you all.
Okay.
It's very important. This past 6 months, I have not gone out in an audition. Yeah. And I just book it.
Wow.
Like
people know you. And they're like, I know you.
They want to work with the people that they know.
Wow.
But it takes time. A lot of people always ask me, how do you get to events? Yeah. And how do you network?
Yeah, that was actually my next question, because I was like, hold up, I'm taking notes mentally right now. Because getting in the rooms half the battle, but knowing those events and stuff. So tell us, what is your experience? What are you doing right now? And how are you finding those opportunities?
It took me 7 years.
Girl!
Okay, so because a lot of people think that it happens overnight. Yeah. No. It takes years of you planting seeds and constantly watering.
Harvesting.
The hardest thing about networking is not meeting people. It's keeping the relationships. Because it takes a lot of time.
So true.
There was a time back in the day, I want to say 5 years ago, I had a little book that I would carry, and I would note, okay, this person has 2 kids, okay. And every time that I would see that person again, how are your kids doing? It takes a lot of work, but it takes years.
Yeah, years.
So it's not easy. I don't know how to recommend actors to go out and do it, because for me it started with the sales job that I had. Okay. Because I would always get invited to parties, events, and from those people, those people are the ones that are hiring me. Right. All the directors that I met that were in the making are now they made it already.
And they're like,
and now they're
okay.
So it takes time. Don't get stressed. Yeah. But it takes. As I said, everybody start with making friends with the PAs that are on your shoot. Okay. Because those PAs are gonna end up being producers and directors in 5 years.
That's so true. That's so
it takes time.
Yeah, and I know, I feel like actors, specifically doing background work, they're the PAs, they don't really care, they blow them off, or PAs blow them off, but be intentional about making those relationships and really trying to connect with those people. Because it's just you think they're low now, but like you said, they go up and the directors, and then they're doing all this amazing stuff. Yeah. And you're that one person, Ayana, she was really nice to me that one time.
I'm gonna bring her.
I want her to. Yeah. That's a great point. And I do want to ask a follow up on that, because like I said, networking is so important. How do you go about deciphering who you're gonna stay connected with. Because I feel like you're meeting so many people, and it's just like all these opportunities. But how do you like? What is the next step for you after you've met them after the networking event?
I have to say, don't judge people. Because when I started with a networking when I was 17.
Okay.
And I was very judgy.
Oh.
I would target I would go to events and I would be like, I'm gonna talk to Claudio Miranda because he did Life of Pi.
Right.
And I'm just gonna talk to him because he's big.
Yeah.
You know, and I would discriminate essentially, like myself. I would be like, why am I gonna talk to this person that
didn't.
I remember my first event ever. I'll never forget about it. I had a very judgmental mentality of like, why am I talking to this person when I can be talking to Claudia Miranda, you know?
Right.
But
okay.
what I didn't know, because somebody, there was a guy that came to me. And I'm not gonna mention a name.
No, it's just the experience.
There was a guy that came up to me and he was dressed like homeless. Like very just like, very just not put together. And he came to talk to me. And I was kind of like, what the hell? Like, why are you talking to me? And I dissed him off. Like, I was rude, very rude to him. And he left. And somebody came up to me like, did you know who the freak that was?
Oh my gosh.
Because you just lost.
Who was it?
I cannot say
okay, you can't say it. I want to know now. But he was somebody very prominent.
It was somebody bigger than Claudio Miranda. Let's just say that.
Oh my gosh.
So do not ever discriminate anybody based on looks, based on anything at all. Just be open to everybody. Be open. Because like you said, like, you might see somebody and you're like, this person.
Whatever.
Just open yourself, open your heart, and the universe will open back to you.
Right. And I feel like that's also just a testament it's a testament to your experience and just, you know, knowing this is an industry that's gonna be, it's a marathon, okay? It's not a sprint. Knowing that you need a community, you need people that you can surround yourself with, and not seeing, you know, someone is like, less than, because we're all struggling. There's a time that you're struggling, that I'm struggling, that we're all like going through our phases. And so I think that's just such an amazing point. Just a reminder that you just never know who you're talking with. So I just remember, like, when I was in college, networking was so important, and you had to like put yourself out there. There's so many career events where you're networking and meeting so many different people. And I just remember thinking like, oh my God, like this is like, I don't know them, they don't know me. This is like, how do I make this work? It's terrifying. But I would just be like, oh my God, I love your shoes, or I love that tie, or oh my God, that dress, you know, just something to kind of like get you started talking with them. And then once you realize that, boom, you know, you realize, oh my God, you're from Texas, I'm from Texas too. Oh my God, you went to Baylor, I went to Baylor too. Oh my God, sick 'em, you know. So it's just like you find these commonalities, but it starts with that initial cold call. I almost would say it's a cold call. It's just like cold call in person. It's like, I don't know you, but we can make this. And it's you just kind of don't be afraid of it. Just know that it's something you have to put yourself out there and do, because it's only gonna help your career.
It's gonna help you. And like what I always say, people, like, you're not gonna die from it. Nothing's gonna happen to you.
That is so true.
They might say no, and it might hurt your ego. But what? You move on from it.
Exactly.
Because I've been in circumstances that I've found, I've gotten meetings with agents and managers just for that. Like you said, like complimenting somebody's like sweater.
I love that.
And they're like, what do you do? What do you do? I'm like, I'm an agent, I'm an actor. Like, let's meet, you know, like let's have a formal meeting or something. Like, why are you letting go of those opportunities? Because you're scared.
And I feel like, honestly, because it's the fear of the unknown. It's fear of being liked, fear of being accepted. It's just like you gotta
denied.
So it's just almost just like, okay, like going back to what we just said earlier about self-worth and knowing who you are and what you bring to the table, like that right there is so important, because when you meet someone that you don't know and they're asking you, what do, you got to have that pitch ready, that elevator pitch, you know. It's like, okay, like this is what I do, this is what I've been working on, like this is what I'm striving for, like have those goals, I feel like the more prepared you are going into those networking events, the easier it's going to be for you to talk about yourself and to promote all the stuff that you're doing. But like I said, by the flip side, you also want to be listening. Don't just turn into, this is the Ayana show and I need you to listen to everything they have to say, because more times than not, getting to know the other person, that already in itself is like, okay, you're learning what this is somebody I want to work with. This is someone I want to stay connected with, because the way they're thinking is like it works right along what I'm doing. So it's by, you know, it's two-way.
It's two ways.
Two-way for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want to say? I know we talked about a lot of good
we
stuff.
did.
Yeah. Oh.
Network.
Network. You hear her? She said network. Put in the networking for your career. 90%. 90%.
It's good that you do like the classes and the creative side is very important. But balance both. Balance both.
Find a way, and you'll make a way. As artists, you'll make a way.
Yes.
So awesome. Well, Kristen,
thank you so much.
Oh,
so good seeing you.
Oh my gosh.
You're so great.
You do too, girl. Killing it. So Kristen, where can we stay connected with you? Where can we find you?
Find me on my Instagram.
Okay, Instagram.
That's the only thing that I really do.
What's your Instagram? Put it like right here, because I'm sure I'm gonna put it right there.
Okay.
On my head.
Should I say it?
Yeah, go ahead. Say it.
So it's Chris with 3 S's and Anaid.
Okay.
And you'll put it,
yeah, I'll put it right there. Yeah. So awesome. Any other social media platforms? Anything else?
No, not really.
Instagram is
just
the
one. Yeah.
Okay.
It's so tiring to keep up with everything.
It is. It is. I feel you, girl. Instagram for me too. That's where I'm staying at. But awesome. Well, thank you again
so much
for being on my channel. Guys, if you guys enjoyed this video and thought this was inspirational, because I know I did, I'm walking away with some notes in my head about what we just talked about. But if you like this, make sure you like it, make sure you subscribe, and share this with a friend, share these with your family, people who are also pursuing, you know, this career or just pursuing life in general, because the life lessons that you're hearing, it's just so crucial to have. So share, and thank you guys again. Have a great day.
Oh wait, I do have something else.
She has something else.
One more trick.
Okay.
Find something that is not in the industry that you're passionate about.
Oh.
Because that is something that is gonna keep you balanced.
Yes.
This industry has a lot of lows. Highs and lows, but like they're very intense.
Yeah.
Find something that is completely out of the ordinary, not in the industry.
Okay, so like a skill, like something else. Separate?
Anything that you love.
Anything you love to do.
Because that's the one thing that is gonna keep you sane.
Yes.
For years and years and years to come.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's a marathon. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So have something.
So whatever it is that you love to do, whether that's learning the piano, learning the ice skate, you know, working on just, you know, handiwork, you know, doing stuff at home, DIY, stuff like that.
Yes.
Whatever it is, find that one thing.
Keep your mind
going.
It's like self-care.
I love that. I love that. Y'all hear? She's still giving the piece after closing. Wait. All that wealth, all that knowledge. Awesome. Well, Kristen, thank you again.
Bye.
Okay, bye for real this time. See ya.